Yo, 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 my boysies. I am midway through a shoulder workout right now, and I thought maybe these guys might want to know how to choose the best shoulder press variation for themselves. Maybe they want to go wider and focus more on their front delts. Maybe they want to get a closer grip, recruit a bit more of their triceps, but press more weight. And so I wanted to share with you guys how you can figure out which, stance for the shoulder press is best for you. Now, the way I would do it, and the way I did it, is I simply tried a bit wider. So you put your hands relatively wide on the bar, and then don't lift the whole weight up, but just give it a push, and see where you feel it, and hold it here for a second. Now when I do that, I feel it inside my shoulder, in my rotator cuff. I feel almost as if my socket's about to burst. You know, that feels bad. For me, going that wide hurts. I feel pain inside my shoulder. If you're feeling pain when you're doing any movement, stop. Why? Why would you keep going? I don't understand that. If it's a pain like, oh yeah, I'm 20 reps in, keep going, keep doing that. But if you're getting pain just lifting a bar off the rack, unracking it, stop. So, yeah, some people like wide. I personally don't. What I tended to do when I was new to the gym and I was figuring out where my hands should be when it comes to shoulder press is I just played around with different positions. So as I said, I started wide, doesn't work, it hurts. So I came a little bit more narrow. And then I did it again, hold it again, and look. I still feel it. I still feel a little bit of it's not as intense, but it just feels uncomfortable. It feels like it literally feels as if I'm back here and trying to press it up like that. That's how it feels. I know I'm not, but it feels as though my arms are back, out of place. And so then I come in a little bit closer, and I just think maybe this will feel better. Oh, sorry, let me, just like that. Now this to me feels way better. It feels better for two reasons. First of all, my shoulder doesn't feel like it's about to explode, which is always a good sign. And secondly, it feels more like a groove. If I'm holding the weight like this, above my head, that feels to me natural. If I'm holding it out here, this does not feel like a natural position to me. So I naturally gravitate towards a closer grip. You, on the other hand, may think, fuck me, this is like too tight, I'm too balled up together. And you might want to go a bit wider. And then when you go wider, you might think, wow, I'm flowing right now, this feels good. Stick with it. If that works for you, stick with it. For me, a closer grip always works. Now, there are pros and cons to each one. For example, if you've got a closer grip, you're going to be recruiting more of your tricep. As such, you're going to be using your shoulders arguably a little less. It's true, it's true, you can't knock it, that's a fair criticism. But I would argue that if you are going with a closer grip, you can also lift heavier weights. You're using your tricep and you're recruiting other muscles, so you're not only just using your front delts. And as such, you will be able to lift more weights, which will result in greater quantities of muscular growth. Weight equals growth. So you'll get bigger if you do closer grip, is what I think. But the same could be said if you're going wider. The wider you go, the more you're going to be recruiting only your shoulders. If you're out here, there's not much of your tricep going on, it's mainly your shoulders, okay? Compared to this at least, okay? So if you're out here, you're going to be contracting your shoulders more so, focusing on getting a greater muscle contraction, and as such, you might grow from doing that. Really, there is no better way of doing a shoulder press. If you watch bodybuilders, strongmen, and these types of people competing and doing their presses, they all do it in different ways. There is no standard way of doing a shoulder press. Do what suits you. As I said, the best way to do it is to put your hands in different positions on the bar, hold it up for 2 seconds, 3 seconds, and see how you feel. If your body's in pain, if you're doing this, don't press like that. If your body's in pain and you're like this, don't press like that. It may be you've got a nice in between. This may feel comfortable for you. And if it does, do that. If this feels comfortable, if you're shoulder pressing like this, and this actually feels good for you, do that. It's your shoulder press at the end of the day, and it's going to impact your body. Okay? I've made the mistake before. I injured my rotator cuff within the first year of training because I was shoulder pressing out here. Every day I was doing, well not every day, but every session, I had the dumbbells, I was coming out wide like this, and one day my rotator cuff was just like, nah mate, you fucked me, you've gone too hard for too long in such an unnatural position. But since I've switched it inwards like this, I'm having absolutely no issues with my rotator cuff. So the moral of that story is, do what suits you. Train how it suits you. Do the shoulder press variation that matches your style of training and your body. Okay? And that is how, if I were you, I would choose my shoulder press. So, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like and subscription, and I will see you next time.